Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2 and our mythology-themed Mytholandria. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you and hello to all of the new subscribers thanks to the series. Welcome to the channel, I hope you'll like it here. Just one thing to get things right off the bat, so not let down any expectations as it were. Starting from episode, well I guess technically episode 4, instead of doing these multi-day back-to-backs, this was simply to lead up to and go for launch of the game. We're going to start working on an every 2 to 3 day schedule for these videos. The main reason being, one, I have essentially 2 full-time jobs. I have a family of 3 kids and a wife that I need to make sure that I live with and love on. But I also simply have other series on the channels and other games that I do want to pursue. So this won't be an every single day episode deal because it's not something that I can sustain. So I just want to give that out there just so there are no upset people who think that this is what it's going to be like. I have enjoyed doing this day to day, but it's not something that's sustainable. So anyways, with that in mind, if you want to show your support to the series and ensure that the YouTube algorithm gods continue to support the series as well, be sure to give it the video a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, any comments in the comment section down below, especially relating to rides and the sort, so we can get all of that figured out. Now, there was a comment that I saw by a Gab KQ4LZ, quite a unique name, that actually brought up a pretty good point, and I want to address it just super quick. One, it'd be cool if you could build one thing coaster per side so we can see all of it gradually expand. And I agree with that. I think that's a pretty good idea. However, I would like to counter that with saying that perhaps every, 2 to 3 episodes would be dedicated to each side. So for instance, today we are going to build a water park. We're going to start that today. I've decided, I've got an idea in my brain that I hope I can execute it well. That should be hecking awesome. And so we're going to build and expand our first section of the water park. And then I think that's going to wrap up the Greek mythology side of things. And that means episode 5, technically, no, 4, yes, 4, will start on the Viking mythology side. Because again, I do want to expand both parts. I don't think it's fair if I just focus on the Greek city part and not on the Viking part. So we're going to do one last episode over here for now, and then we'll move on over into here. So I hope that you are excited for that, and yeah, let's get right on into it. So my idea here, and this is another comment that I want to implement here, you could do a cool white and blue marble pool area and make it Poseidon themed. For one, that is not a long queue, but that's actually a really good point, and is something that I essentially had in mind anyways. But I kind of want to take it a step further. And again, I do want to balance doing ultra customized things versus using the assets that are already here. So for instance, I don't have 2 hours to say, hey, I would love to build a big giant temple. I don't have the time or the ability to even do something this grandiose. I will just leave it at that. However, I think this makes for an absolutely stellar temple to build a bath inside of, or at least, technically our first pool, as it were. Now, this is also really cool, and I kind of want to do something on the Minotaur side with this to kind of have like something really cool, but this temple right here is where it is at. So what we're going to do today, we're going to build a bath temple, where essentially you're going to have baths in front. We're going to move around the Poseidon statue here, because we essentially want it to be like a worship temple, with built into the cliffside, as it were, something kind of really cool fashioned like that. And then we also want to potentially have something where people could climb up and go into, and then also have our first potential flume system that leads into a larger pool. So it's going to be quite the project. I'm really excited for it, but my inspiration for this is exactly what I've done here. So I love the Parthenon, I love the Acropolis in Athens and stuff like that. And so the thought of having especially the Greek mythological side be areas that you have to climb up to for access, very heavily mountainous, I think is just kind of perfect for the Mediterranean style anyways. And I think we'll just add some really cool functionalities that we maybe won't see in other parks. That's kind of the hope for Mytholandria anyways. So with that out of the way and that in my brain, I think we're gonna go ahead and start working on this. So we're gonna have a quick little time lapse here to see if I can't make my dreams a reality. Hello everybody, this is Timeline Havoc here. Occasionally, Timeline Havoc comes in, especially for longer builds because, well, I don't want you to just sit and watch me not speak for 6 minutes. You came here, hopefully at least in part, to hear my voice because it is somewhat soothing for you, so we're gonna be here for just a little bit. Now, I will say right up front that it isn't exactly how it turned out as I explained it to be. For one, I realized that I needed a back access into the baths, which is what was already a deviation from the plans that I had from the beginning. And what you're going to see here is a really nice staircase that I fiddle with for quite a while, because what I want to make sure that I do is not have something that launches over the entrance. Because remember, I said the entrance, you want to be able to go to it, look out, and see the park. So I didn't want to build it too high, because then we would have had issues of not being able to have good visibility. So we built it a little bit lower than I anticipated, and I built it much more front than anticipated because, well, like I said, needed that back access. I think this is what's going to end up working right more than anything else. And again, as I like to mention, I really have to balance my time with yours, and so I don't have the time or dedication to be able to build something custom every single time as much as I want to, because believe me, I absolutely want to. But I think Frontier does an excellent job of making these pre-built assets, and I'm going to utilize them because I think they are great. So basically what we're going to have running down here is a custom bath. Now, admittedly, this is after the episode's recorded and I messed around with some things. I know that I can change this up, and I think I may end up spending a small amount of time working on this section of the park, because I know that we need to get it fleshed out, and I wanted to have an entrance where it kind of eases you into the bath rather than just jumping right in. So we're going to figure out that either off screen or at the beginning of the next episode, because, well, I got a little frustrated trying to figure it out. The pull system is not incredibly intuitive, nor is it smooth. So that's one of the things, one of my critiques for the game so far is simply that the water park side is not anywhere near as intuitive as the roller coaster side. And of course that's to be expected, because this is, you know, a newer game. They haven't had a mass number of people test it. So I think the functionality will improve as development continues. We're going to see a few more frustrations come out with the pull side later in the episode, so just be mindful of that. But know that I'm still enjoying the heck out of it. So we're able to build our stairways. I absolutely love building into rock faces, or building rock faces around everything. I'm a huge fan of rock formations, and I think they look flippin' flapping great. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna end up building some additional buildings to really make this bath area fill out well, including a changing spot. We'll eventually add a drying spot. I don't know how far off we're gonna pull away from this section in the future, so I don't know how many roads are gonna deviate from it, or if it'll kind of be a standalone building, as it were, where we have a flume come down out of it. Wow, words are difficult today. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the build. I think it works very, very well for everything that it is. We get to add some steam, because I want it to be a hot bath, and I think that's a really cool effect to have a lot of steam coming in. You guys will be able to see the steam little jets, but there's not really an easy way to hide those, unfortunately. But hopefully the effect is there and the ambiance is there to where you guys understand the goal of what I was going for, and that it works really darn well. Now, there's really not much else to explain. I do kind of build into this. One of the things that I will say that historically, there are a lot of smaller buildings attached to these larger temple complexes. And so I'm leaning into that space with this, and then the power generator that you're going to see here in a little bit. But basically, I don't mind crowding the temple space because that is kind of historically what was happening. They tried to fit a lot of different gods' temples and things of that nature into a small space, especially with the Greek city-states. And so overall, I really enjoyed the build. I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of this. And then regular old Havoc will come here a minute or so. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the extended time lapse. Usually I don't try to do that long without at least bringing you guys into it, you know, a little bit earlier in the process, but I kind of got carried away. But I do think this is an excellent start. I kind of love everything about this pool. I wish it was a little bit shallower, but I can't seem to modify that unless I can go into the pools and I can customize the brush. But even then, I think that just adjusts certain things. There we go. That actually looks a lot better. Get that white tiled edge in there. But other than that, it just doesn't seem like I can adjust the size of the pool, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. I wanted a wading, not an actual swimming, but that's okay. That's okay. Now what we need to do here, apparently we still don't have any power, which isn't correct because we have power here, right? Oh, I think we're out of power. Is that what they're saying? I think so. So if we were to go over here and we were to go to a power generator, and it does also appear that that's what needs to be connected. And then we were to go here. Okay, cool. That's what it is. No guest services with pool passes close enough to one of your pools. So what we need guest services. And I don't know how to do that. I'm not going to lie. Soda Shop doesn't have enough power. We already fixed that. Can't reach a park entrance and want to leave. Okay, that tends to be kind of a bug, I think. So we're not going to worry about that there. Okay, but pools. Okay, I actually don't see a guest services thing. Is this it? Ah, guest services counter. Okay, cool. So there is that, and there is an actual shop. Fantastic. So what we're going to need to do here is we are going to need to kind of create a funnel and entrance where people actually have to pay to come in. We did have this up here, which I think is a great piece, but I think this is almost like a great entrance right here to be like, hey, by the way, you're entering Poseidon's realm, essentially. And yeah, you can no go without pay. And I think it'll look fantastic. There we go there. And then what we need to do is get the guest services. Can we just do... I could literally just like plank that anywhere. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that at all. But it would be cool. I mean, we are going to have to gatekeep. I just don't know how, I don't know how that gatekeeping looks. Like I genuinely just don't know what that looks like here, if you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and actually remove that. I want to push this out just a little bit further. Because I don't want it to interfere here. There we go. Brilliant. That sticks out and that's intentional. That's what I actually want to have happening. Very nice. And then what I think we have to do, I just wonder if they have to come through the space, if you know what I mean. Like, do they have to stop and get the pull pass? Can I make my pull pass is going to be $9. Priority pass, $10. That's fine. I think we have enough stuff here to make the park $15. And then if we were to simply set up a little hat shop basically right here that said, oh, hey, by the way, get your park pass. That's the facilities. Yeah, this is stinking adorable right here. And we just have it right next to the temple entrance. That just says, hey, we need you to... Oh, I always forget you have to get inside of here. Why? Like, you can't tell me you're already out of power. No, we have plenty of power. We have boku to power. So why can't you open up? There we go. So the guest services shop. Oh, here we go. That's cool. That's super cool. Bargain, that's fine for now until we figure out stuff. And then there's not really any places to do anything here. I don't know why anyone would like lounge around, if I'm being completely honest. No, I don't want to create custom. I do just want all the pull minded things though, just because. I mean, I guess you could have like, hey, mom's gonna chill over here. In case you want to just chill right next to the lifeguard, you know. Because you wouldn't do anything out here. That would just be kind of weird. We will definitely kind of have a handful of ones here. A first come, first served basis. We don't need a wave generator. We don't need any of that stuff. Can I customize all these? Oh, I can. Ooh, that's dangerous. But I think for now, well, let's go ahead and do just like white. Because, I mean, we are kind of like in the presence of a god. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. All right. Well, this is the first step, mind you. The second step that I really want to focus on is getting this flattened out. And seeing if I can't add something right here. Is it as simple as just adding on? I think it is. I need it to be flat. We don't need any kind of crazy. I'm just wondering if we don't add some services around the temple as well. Or is that a little too sacrilegious, as it were? Do they care about that? I don't know that they care about that. But basically, I did want to just create a better area here to give some space to breathe. I'm just not sure if this is all necessary or not, or if I need to go a little bit thinner, you know, just to kind of respect this space. And maybe that's all that I do right here. And maybe on the back side is where I can build my flume and do all that. Did I say that right? Yes, I did. Flume just sounds incorrect. So I wanted to make sure that I'm saying it right. Everyone's going to purchase that stuff. We're actually making a good deal amount of money, especially since our costs are like extremely hecking low. I mean, we're making 54 grand. I don't feel like anyone's complaining. We do have our park attraction is going up a smidge, and I think the flume is what's really going to need to make the thing happen. I am just a little bit concerned about the potential of people messing with that. So let's go 6. I feel like is a fair amount, if you know what I mean. I also don't like that. Oh, I like the idea of it going down a smidge, but we're not going to worry about that. Nope, nope. Got to stay on target. There we go. And then we simply need to move these around just a tiny, tiny bit. Part of me's even afraid of doing something this crazy. Let's move this just a smidge. Yeah, we have a lot of adjusting to do. All right, now just an FYI, this section does come with a disclaimer that you sign when you come over here that states, hey, if your kid falls off because they were dorking around over here, we are not held responsible. That's fine. Staff members, we'll worry about staff health in just a little bit in a different episode because I can't handle it right now. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and get a flume style thing ready. I am going to elevate it just a little bit so we can get it over this section of the park. And let's go ahead and build a flume. A body flume, a body slide, or a wide body slide. I feel like a body flume is really what we need here. And then, like I said, let's go ahead and actually build out the upgraded path. Sweet. There we go. Okay, so one of the biggest issues that I'm going to have for myself is I'm so terrible at building custom rights. I am like probably one of the worst. So what is going to happen here is I'm probably going to build terrible rides. Now the hope is that I can build things that would be entertaining for everyone, you guys and these people as well. But I simply just don't know if I'm going to be able to execute them well. So I just want to say right up front, if this is a terrible ride, then I told you so. Oh wow, okay, so we've only experienced a single day. Oh crap. Okay, well that's cool. Okay, it's a new day. We gained $60,000 in profit. I'm okay with that. That's actually really legit. Okay, well, that's a little encouraging for me to know that I am indeed doing all right. We're going to turn our degrees as harshly as we can, and then I'm going to straighten things out. We do have to be mindful of people above us or below us. But do we really? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And one of the cool things is I can test this right now. See what happens. All right. I think we would be good. Can I edit small pieces? I'm also wondering how high I can make this. and how much acceleration they have. Nice. Okay. And then if I were to go like this and then place one of these boyos right at the end, how would that look? Let's see what's going on here. Slide in. Oh, I need to actually purchase it. That would be good. I also don't want it to be that high. So we do probably need to go probably not so intense. I do want this to basically pop down into the pool. All right, let's take a look-see here. Now this is super simple. We're not doing anything crazy right here at the entrance. Okay, I actually think that's a really good... Okay, so fear is pretty intense. Where is the fear at? Okay, so that's just a little too high. We need to make this lower. Which means probably making this lower as well. What are you doing? What in the world are you doing, man? So let's just I want to just delete. Can I just delete stuff? We know it works. We just can't be super crazy with it. Nope, we still have to go down. Although, we don't have to do that flume thing. We could twist it and curl it. And then right here is where we could end it in a big long shoot. And then that could be the shallow entrance to the big pool that goes deeper and deeper. Although I don't like it right like that. I would place that plume there and then... Nope. Because we do want it kind of pointing straight forward. How do I get it pointing straight forward? Although part of me does wonder if I could just... Here, let's consider this done for now, because we need to add our pool. Let's get our pool put in. And there are some great presets here that we could do as well. And I am half tempted to simply do a quick little easy pool set right here. And we can, of course, mythological it up. I don't think that's an issue at all. Let's go ahead, though, and let's see what our customizations do. I just don't know that like a hexagonal or a pentagonal. I love the idea of this. I just don't know if that's what I want. I don't need that. No. Here we go. This is the one that I wanted. So we can totally go right like this and get it put in. And I know it says this spot is obstructed, and that's a little frustrating because it is obstructed. But I still want it where I want it. All right, cool. What we are going to do now, I just want to get this done, is basically what it is. Let's edit the flume. Let's get rid of that boyo. And then let's edit the flume. Why can't I place the track? There we go. Just needed a little bit of help. Oh, come on. Don't do me dirty like this. Okay, well, the system is a little bit goofed. That's a little bit frustrating, and that's even more frustrating. The undo system is just a bit wonky, and I'm not enjoying it. Let's go ahead and do what we know needs done. And yes, I know it's unsafe to open. I am not a dingleberry. And this is a swimming only pool. So you know what? We will go ahead and do... I think we'll do a flume. But it does need to be down a bit more. Without a doubt. Nope, we definitely don't want that. I just want a flume. Come on, why can't I? Is it because we're already in a pool? Yeah, this is really, really frustrating. Unable to place track, and I just want to know why. All right, can I? Is this safe? Let's see. Fear. we may have to just have it this way, just for now, until I can figure out what's going on. Checklist is incomplete. We do need to place an entrance. Oh, snap. Well, this is awkward. This is really awkward. Because I really want them to be able to come up to here. Let's go ahead, excuse me. We still need to edit this thing. I need to edit the platform. We don't need any of that. Nope, 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 nope. It's just dumb that I can't connect an entrance to a path. Like, it's I don't appreciate getting flustered. I'm not one of those guys that frequently gets flustered with stuff. But this is without a doubt very flustering. So I wonder if I couldn't just build a couple of pathways here. And then get this body flume to just be like, hey. I think this could work. Yeah, it's too steep, which is what I thought it would do. Well, that looks wonky as all get out. Nope, me no like you that. Alright, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm like really flustered at everything that's going on right now, so I will not create the flume here. We may do it at the beginning of the next episode to make things work, but yeah, I'm a little bit miffed to say the least because the clashing system is just not making sense to me. And so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna wrap this part up just for the time being. We can always come back and revamp and remodel, but you know what? I really want a pretty thumbnail for this picture, and I think we've accomplished it with our cool little steam bath. over here in the Temple of Poseidon. Didn't work as I wanted it to. I will recover. Promise. It's just one of those deals where I just have to walk away. Or I have to literally just stop recording the game because it's irking me that much. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got our water park built up. We got it built up. This actually looks really cool. I love everything about this. We got our steam bats, and you can see that now a lot more, which I think is really, really cool. And then we got a park extension. We got a pool going, and we can start getting that in and working it into our lives and beautifying this up. But what I think we do have to do is that we have to work on our Viking theme park because it is just as important. We're making tons of money. Like, money is not an issue. We have tons of research points. Oh, snap. We also need to filter our water, so don't let me forget that in the comment section below because I will forget. Oh my word, we have more flumes we can do. Lots of more coasters, tracked rides, powered tracked rides. We're gonna work on that. An upgraded well, I don't know if I need that. Oh, nice. Oh, there's so much stuff. Single decker buses, cable cars. Oh, criminy people. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Apologies on the kind of frustrations that we ran into. We're gonna run into those with pretty much any game, I feel. It's just very unfortunate that we ran into several of them when trying to complete a very, very crucial part of the park. I don't enjoy it. I'll just say that. But I know that you guys will understand, so I'm a little bit more okay with being upset and okay with not completing everything that I wanted to complete today. But, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the progress of Mytholandria, be sure to let me know by giving the video a like. You can subscribe to that channel, of course, to this channel, and you can leave your comments in the comment section down below. Thank you so much to those who commented. I love taking comments directly into action. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I hope that you guys will continue to support the channel, fully understanding if the cadence starting next week isn't ideal for your content needs and desires. But with that out of the way, thank you once again for watching. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next episode.